Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial of Codeigniter tutorial series. Today we will discuss about views. So let's get started. In the previous tutorial we left here in the user controller where we were echoing out this on the browser user controller and index method from index method of user controller. So if we want to load a view here, so let's create a view. From the views folder, create a new file, PHP file, and name it home. Here we go. So we echo out here hello from home view, and go to our user controller and load our view here. So how we load the view? So we use this and load and view and give it the file name home. So here we go, and we come here and refresh. Here we see hello from home view. So what if we pass variables like we were doing in this profile and echo out? Now we want to echo in them in these views. So how we do that? Let's say we have a name is equal to Abrar, and we want to echo this from here like hello from Abrar. So how we do this? We pass an array here and tell the view that we are passing the name and the value is name. This is like array, and now we can access the name variable in this home view. So how we do it? Hello from, like we echo it like this name, hello from name, whatever the name is, it will be printed here. So wait a minute, oh sorry, I forgot this name. So if we do this hello from Abrar, so whatever the name is here, Sarah, so hello from Sarah. So what if we have multiple names like we have here? If we have age and let's say location, etc., age is equal to 23, and we have like location of the user equals to USA, and we want to pass all these. So one way we can do is we can add how many we want in their age, and we tell it age, and then we say location, and then we tell him location. So how many we want to pass here, and let's use them here. Echo a new line, and then echo age here, and another new line, and then the location, let's say from, this user is from USA, you see. So another way and good way of doing this is we can also create a data array here, and a variable in the data array, and say name equals to Sarah, and data array and another variable of it, age equals to 23, and location, data location equals to location, it will be whatever the age we give above, and here goes the name. So now we don't need this, we simply tell this data and we get the same results again. So now we are doing the same thing but in a different manner, like we are creating array here and then passing the data here. So what if we have associative array of users and we want to echo out in the view? So how we do that? let's create, we have array of users and we have associative array of users in it. We are using PHP 5.5, so we can declare the array like this, and we created first name of the user here, Abrar, and last name, and say it Ahmed, and then the age, and say it 23, and copy it from here. And for another user we do it same thing here, like Salman Khan, age is 34, and let's say another user, just duplicate it and say Ali Khan, and the age is 20. So we want to pass all these users associative array into views. How we do that? Data, we are passing data here, so let's create a users is equal to users. So whatever the user is, we pass to the users, and then we can access this users array in our home view. So let's do this. So first of all, we simply vardim users. So what we get? All the users in the view. So what if we want to use for each loop and print all the users we have in the array, user, and sorry guys, I just stopped the video because my battery ran out completely. So we will start from here where we left. We were echoing out the users in the view, in our home view, the associative array of users. So how we do that? Echo li, create a li list item for the users and give it the user first name, like first name. I hope you understand how the associative array works. The first name, last name, and this is a single user, and so on. So just echoing out that and a space, and then the user last name. Here we go. So if we refresh now, the first name and last name. So look at, we also want the location here. So how we do that? From, and then we again break this and this, and we do it user location, from whatever the location is of the user. So this will run how many users we have, and like this. So location is not working. Let's see what is the issue. So we don't have the location, we have age. So let's add the location also in this. So location Pakistan. So let's copy it and paste it here and paste it here. Now we also have the location variable which we were accessing. I am doing a lot of spelling mistake today. Like this. So from Pakistan. The main reason of showing this to you guys is because if we have the these users coming from the database, which we will access in the next upcoming tutorials, let's suppose these users are all from the database table, and we are passing them the views and echoing out in the views. So this was all the main reason to tell you guys. Now, as I said, we will be using Bootstrap in this views. So let's do this. So if we go to the Bootstrap official website and find a template for us to load in it and use this in the view. So here I found this. So how we copy this? Let's do this and paste this all here. So we paste all the HTML code. We actually don't need this. Is for the IE10. We are not using Internet Explorer in 2017 at least. So we also don't need this, but we need the CSS files. Here we have the CSS files. If we see without this, what we get is all the HTML of it. So if we want to load the CSS file, how we do it? Just click the CSS file and copy in our code. So this is the CSS file. We create one other folder for assets, like here assets, and a folder of init CSS. This is how we manage all the things in our project. So delete it. We need a folder directly of CSS and then a style sheet file of bootstrap.min and paste all the CSS here. Save it. And now another CSS file of Jumbotron narrow. We actually don't need this, but I just want to show how we load all the CSS, and we can also write custom CSS files here, and whatever the spelling is, Jumbotron CSS, and paste it here. And now we need to load this in the for now. If we go and see, we get the same result because we are not loading this CSS. So how we load this? In Codeigniter there is a function called base URL, which gives us the base URL of our project. In this case we will get Codeigniter. Actually we need to set this, and we have not done this yet. So after this we will do this. So base URL, and then the assets, and then the CSS, and then bootstrap.min.css. Whatever the file we are loading, just name it here and copy it once again for this one. And here we have Jumbotron, Jumbotron. I don't want to miss the spelling again. Jumbotron.css. So as we see now, it will give us error because says that base URL is not a function. You see, undefined function. So if we are using the functions that Codeigniter have, we actually need to load the libraries of which function we are using. So just go to autoload and go to libraries, where we have libraries. Here we have libraries and use URL libraries. Oh sorry, it is not a library, it is a helper. We are using a helper function. So here we have helper. We can also create our helpers in our helper function. As you see, these are empty, so we can create our own helpers here and load them here. So for now we are using built-in helper file, so we just need to declare it and we are good to go. We need to set the base URL here. So how we do that? HTTP. Some of the requirements are here written, that we need a trailing slash at the end. So localhost slash whatever our directory name is and the trailing slash at the end. So now if we go here and refresh it, so still it didn't work. So we did a huge mistake here. We did not spelling the right. Like I said, I am doing a lot of spelling mistake today. So we need another CSS here and another S here, and now we are good to go. Here we go. We get all the theme that we loaded. I just zoomed it out a little so you guys can see it easily. So what if we want to load, show all the users that we have here, so let's edit it a little. And we are at the home, and we will pass the title. Let's say we are passing a title here, so we will say echo title, and we have the list of users. So let's make a table here for the users. Delete the jumbotron, we actually don't need that. Delete this row also. Footer is good. So let's say we are creating a table. So table class is equal to table border table. These are all, I hope you are familiar with Bootstrap. It is just as easy. So table head tr, table row, and table head. So user first name, whatever the first name. This is all I am doing, that we will, when we will connect with database, we have everything ready, and we can connect to database and echo out all our here database table here. Second name, or you can say last name, age, and location. So this is another row for the data, th table data. Let's pass the dummy values here, Ahmad 23 and Pakistan. So let's say what we got there. We have all the table of the users. So project name is, say it, list of users. So I am not messing with the design too much, so we are okay with it. Now we will echo out all the users we have in the here in the users controller. So how we do that? We have users here, all the users I will echo out here. So as we did before, simply I will cut this and use a for each loop here. For each users as user, and this. Actually we can also use this for each loop. This is more easy in the HTML cases. I always prefer this. So and for each, now we can write HTML in it like this, and we can write our user first name here, and last name here, and user, sorry, PHP tag. I forgot PHP tags, guys. Here, and the age is here. So this time be lazy and copy here the location. So if we now refresh, nothing comes because we are not echoing it, we are just writing it for whatever reason. So now here we go, we have all the list of users here. So what I want to do is, I want to this I also want to pass this from controller to our view. Let's say heading, echo heading, and we have a title here, so echo here, and go to our, if we do this now, we have not have the heading, and we have also an error here that we have also no title here. So let's call it data, and we are passing heading, and then let's directly declare the heading here. So say list of users, and title of the page, let's call it view tutorials. So call it title. So this is it for now. Here we go, list of users, our heading, our view tutorials, all the array which are coming from our controller. So actually you guys know that this is not a good idea to make the controller so much thick. So good programmers actually make the controller thin and make the models more fat. The main reason is because we don't want to make our logic here, because all the logic must be in the models. So in the next tutorial actually I will be connecting to the database, and we will be using all this code and fetching all the users from our database and just echoing out in the view. So see you in next tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So please thumbs up, subscribe, and see you in next tutorial. Thanks for watching.